All my life I've had great hunting dogs. I grew up watching my dad training and running our dogs we had as a child. But my life drastically changed when I turned 21 and I got a puppy named Max. When I first got Max, all I wanted was a hunting dog, just like what you want. But a good friend of mine introduced me to a whole different world. He talked me into going to this competition called a hunt test. That changed my whole life. I got to see not only what a general hunting dog can do, but also what we can create by spending time and building relationships with these animals.
Max.
When I got Max at 21 years old, I raised Max as a puppy, but in reality, looking back at it, Max has truly raised me. I never dreamed when I started that I would have an animal that would later obtain 7 grand passes at the International Grand, be 30-2 and master in his life, place in the SRS, and just open up so many doors across the U.S. for me and introduce me to so many great people. After training Max and people seeing my relationship with Max, several people asked me to train their dogs, which changed my whole life and turned me into a pro trainer. My philosophy and look at how to train a dog, it's truly like a heartbeat to me. Running a dog is almost like a dance you would watch between two dancers. It's a communication between an animal and a human. Seeing that relationship between one dog and a person, that once you've seen it once, you want to see that with your dog. You want to see that with every dog. When you bring a dog to Kennington Retrievers, you know, I look at it as if it's my dog just as well. I spend hours and hours in the field with these animals. I have a bond, I have a relationship with them. So when this dog is done being trained, I want to be able to sit back with you and smile and grin and watch this dog and just both be in awe of what this wonderful animal has turned into. Not only am I just training your dog, I'm building a relationship and a communication line between me and that animal. My heartbeat and what I want for you is to be able to teach you how to communicate with that dog just as well as I do. A dog that's going to perform great, that everybody's going to look at and just be like, that is an amazing animal. It's going to do that by being able to communicate with you and you being able to read what that dog's doing. So my mission and job as a trainer is to teach you how to do that as well as I can. First thing I do is I just want to build a relationship with your puppy, and I want to teach them to retrieve, get them enjoying life and having a good time with me. From there we're going to move into general obedience, teaching them how to properly command to the sit, hear, and heel command. General obedience generally takes around a month to a month and a half depending on the dog. In that general obedience, we teach them collar pressure and collar condition to all those commands, sit, hear, and heel. The next phase of the general program will be moving, after general obedience and collar conditioning, we'll be moving into force fetch. Force fetch is one of the hardest times of a dog's life. It's one of the most crucial times. Force fetch changes the whole dog's outlook at life. Before force fetching, a dog was simply retrieving because it was fun. Now we're turning retrieving into a job, because ultimately that's what the dog's job is. Take him hunting, his job is to go get the birds. So now we're putting a tool in there to where if the dog doesn't want to go and I say fetch, there is no option, you must go retrieve what he's told to retrieve. And that's why force fetch is a game changer. After we finish force fetch, we go straight into teaching a dog how to handle or how to run a blind retrieve, stop on a whistle, take a directional cast. Every hunter's different. A lot of hunters just want a good hunting dog, or what I call a meat dog. Dog that sees the birds, steady, it'll go pick them up, deliver them to hand. Depending on what you want is going to depend on how long the dog stays with you, as well as how well your dog progresses through a program. On average, just to have a general meat dog, you're looking at 5 to 6 months time with me. Now, if you want more than just your general meat dog, there's a whole world of opportunities after that. You may not want to run hunt tests or field trials of the Super Retriever series, but you may want a more fine-tuned finished retriever. If you're not going to run tests, that's fine. They're still trained the same way. But there's a world of opportunities out there to teach a dog to run your 200 and 300 yard blind retrieves and do your 200 and 300 yard marks and do multiple marks in many different situations. We can do that too. Now that is all dependent on how far you want to go, how precise you want the dog to be. But on average, if you want a truly finished dog, you're looking for another 6 to 8 months of training. We talked about Max earlier, and Max is now at retirement age, and it hurts. You built such a relationship with such an incredible animal. Watch this dog do incredible things at tests, picked up thousands upon thousands of birds. And after going through that and realizing what kind of relationship and effect the dog has on me, it's truly an honor when a duck hunter brings me their dog to help create the memories that Max and I have created. So the fact that they're trusting me with something that is going to mean that much to them later on in life, it's truly an honor.